Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the very latest as usual. We start with Gerard Piqué, as it has been reported that the veteran defender halted his salary reduction negotiations with Barcelona after the club denied him a business deal. What is about that business deal? We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about the search for a new right back, it has been reported that Barca have shortlisted up to 5 players to reinforce the right back position, according to Gerard Romero. We are also going to be looking at that. So, guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have been working on agreeing a salary reduction with veteran defender Gerard Piqué yet again this summer as they look to register all the new signings. While Jules Koundé remains the only unregistered player at the moment, Barca have plans to sign Bernardo Silva and Marcos Alonso before the window closes, meaning they will need to make cuts to their wage bill to accommodate those arrivals. And Piqué's salary reduction would have come as a major help for Barca in that regard. The 35-year-old has shown willingness to shed a large part of his wages, for this season in order to aid the player registration. However, sources say the talks between Piqué and Barcelona over a new downward renewal have come to a standstill. Recently, Barca triggered their fourth economic lever by selling 24.5% of Barca Studios to UFO's Media, which brought in an investment of around 100 million euros that was so crucial to registering their 6 stars prior to the Rayo Vallecano clash. However, sources revealed that Piqué himself had an eye on buying the 24.5% stake in Barca Studios himself before the sale was even finalized. But the club president, Joan Laporta, put an end to those ideas by declining Piqué's proposal. It has left the former Spanish international very discontent, which in turn has led to the talks of a salary reduction coming to a standstill at the moment. Gerard Piqué has had his eyes in acquiring Barca Studios in the past as well, having tried to buy 49% of Barca Corporate through his company Cosmos, while Jose Maria Bartomeu was the president of the club. And it seems like he made another move to try and get his hands on the 24.5% share of Barca Studios that were up for sale. In a move would have been raised a big conflict of interest. Having been thwarted, Piqué's downward contract renewal has been cast under doubt. Whether it affects Barcelona's plans to sign the register more players before the window closes remains to be seen. There is still a lot to be done in this transfer window. Still a lot. The window is still open to the end of this month, and knowing fully well that we have not succeeded in signing all of the players that we really want to sign, issues of wage cut will still come. Issues of player registration will still come. And of course, let's just be calm and see how things will go. Gerard Piqué and Captain Sergio Busquets were rumored all this while to be in talks with the club over another pay cut. But so far, nothing has been said about that. Nothing has progressed when it comes to negotiations for another pay cut. Gerard Piqué, for one, his own have been so renowned, because he has been somebody who have helped Barca a lot in difficult times. And this report is claiming that talks between Piqué and Barca for that further pay cut have also stand still. Nothing have been said again. Maybe Barca are so calm because they finally succeeded to, register some players, a lot of players on the eve of that Rayo Vallecano clash. But we know problems like this will still arise because Barca have not signed a left back, a right back, and so on and so forth. And of course, it needs to be registered. So another work to be done there. So Piqué, it has been revealed that tried to even buy this 24.5% of Barca Studios that we just sold, last week. Piqué was the one who first of all proposed to Barca that he wants to buy. But, we all know Piqué is a very wealthy fellow. Piqué is a very wealthy man. So he could do it. But club president Joan Laporta opted not to do that. It could have looked a type of way. So the player was not happy. Pique was not happy about that, and this is not the first time he tried to do this. 49% of Barca corporate when Bartomeu was in charge, Pique tried to buy it through his company Cosmos, but that did not work out as well. So things are still there on a standstill. Negotiations for further pay cuts is still there on a halt. But we all know if they succeed to take pay cuts, it's going to help us big time when it comes to registering players in the future, because the new signings will come, they will need to still be registered. So they need tough negotiations. They need to negotiate to convince those players, because it's going to help us a lot to bring in the new players, to lower the wage cap as well. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, having missed out on the signing of Cesar Azpilicueta, Barcelona have been forced into the market for a new right back before the transfer window closes in 2 weeks' time. Sergio Dest is an option available for manager Xavi, but it was apparent from Dest's exclusion from the matchday 1 squad against Rayo Vallecano that he is not seen as a viable option by the head coach. Instead, Xavi opted to play Ronald Araujo as the starting right back, a move that did not pay off. So the Blaugrana are now scouring the market and studying the options that they have to reinforce the position, you know, before the window slams shut. And according to journalist Gerard Romero, Barcelona have prepared a 5-man short list of targets for the right back position. There are some interesting names on that list that Barca have allegedly made to reinforce a vital area of the roster. We will start with Thomas Meunier of Borussia Dortmund, who came close to joining the club in January, is back on the agenda for Barca and is among the options being looked as an alternative for Azpilicueta. Then Joan Foyt of Villarreal is another name that is being considered after the Argentine international impressive performances for Unai Emery's side in the last couple of seasons. Then there is a 21-year-old Jeremy Frimpong of Bayer Leverkusen, a former Manchester City youth academic prospect who had impressed at Celtic in the past and is doing so well in Germany currently. The young Dutchman is also being monitored by Barca. The last two names on the list both hail from Manchester United, as Barcelona are said to be looking at both Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diego Dalot as potential targets to replace Dest as right back. Neither of them has been able to make a lasting impression at Old Trafford and has hardly been consistent enough. So it does come out as a little bit of intriguing surprise that Barca are considering the duo, with reports even claiming that a swap involving Dest and Dalot could be on the cards. Barcelona will likely see a low-cost option, considering that they need funds to go for Alonso and Bernardo Silva as well. It remains to be seen who they go after to strengthen the right-back position. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.